Hello Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Virgo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Virgo, let's get started. All right, how does Virgo, Virgo, who the heck is this? This doesn't even feel like your energy. This doesn't feel like your energy at all. You could be dealing with a fire sign strongly, so an Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, or a Cancer. I'm also getting Scorpio too. This person might be a Scorpio, or they might just have Scorpio within their chart. Not entirely sure who this person is to you, Virgo, but there's somebody here that I will say has a lot of lust and desire, for you. I mean, this is somebody who's very, very physically attracted, to you. This is somebody who feels very drawn to you and your energy. I am definitely getting an energy of them also having like a very, very difficult time staying away from you. I'm also getting that as well. I feel like this person tends to think about you a lot and fantasize about you a lot. How does Virgo view this relationship? We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the 10 of Swords out here. Well, whoever this human is, it's definitely somebody that you have a lot of history with. I am definitely getting that strongly. You and this person have a lot of history with one another. With the Ace of Swords to the 10 of Swords coming out here, because I'm getting a few different storylines, so take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. For those of you, you could very well be trying to figure out this person's intentions towards you. For others of you, this could have a lot to do with like an ex-lover of yours resurfacing back up here for you, out of the blue, wanting to reconnect with you. So this person could have recently contacted you, and because curiosity may be sinking in on your behalf, you could decide to go as far as to engage in conversation with this person just to see what it is that they want, why they're back, things of that nature. But let's jump back over to them, shall we? How does this person currently view this relationship with Virgo? We have the Queen of Pentacles, we got the Four of Wands, and then we also have the 10 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of the Seven of Swords, and then we also have the Virgo. The first thing that came to my mind is they don't have to know. That's the first thing that came to my mind. They don't have to know. They don't have to know. This person, that clearly has the hots for you. I don't know if they're new or there's somebody that you're already familiar with, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the two of you were ever in a romantic relationship with one another or anything like that. Or this could represent, like I said, an ex-lover showing up here for you. But I am definitely getting that there's somebody who's already in your life. There's somebody already in your life, Virgo, and it could be somebody that you're married to, in a relationship with, or somebody that you're building towards a relationship with, because this King of Pentacles does not feel like the King of Wands. The King of Wands feels like a whole separate individual is basically what I'm gathering. But regardless if this is like an ex-lover of yours or somebody brand new, I think that this person's consciously aware that you're either currently married or in a relationship with someone. And I think that this person's trying to, I guess the best way I could describe it, honey, this is somebody who's trying to get you to basically sin. You know what I mean? It's the best way I can describe it as I'm seeing here, okay? Like, they're trying to get you to deceive basically the person that you currently find yourself romantically involved with. Let's just be honest here. They're trying to get you to deceive the person that you currently find yourself romantically involved with. Okay, because I keep getting they don't have to know, they don't have to know, they don't have to know. Okay, how does Virgo currently feel? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, we got the Seven of Cups, and then we also have the Devil out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Cups. All right, Virgo, in regards to how you're currently feeling, about this relationship, about this King of Wands over here, okay? Um, how do I explain this? I think that this person brings I feel like this person brings certain things into your life that your current relationship is essentially lacking, is basically what I'm getting, which is causing you to entertain the whole idea. To begin with, is basically what I'm getting. Now, here's the thing. In doing so, I think that you know the position you would basically be putting yourself in, and how you could basically run the risk of basically losing what it is that you've been able to essentially build with this other individual, thus far, whatever it is that you're working towards with this other individual. And it kind of has you questioning if all of this is even worth it or not, because it does appear to me that this person brings like a level of excitement to your life, thrill into your life. And I think that that's something that you've been lacking for quite some time now within your relationship. With this King of Pentacles, basically, that you find yourself, romantically involved, with, which, like I said, causes you to entertain the idea of entertaining all of this. But you're also kind of thinking long and hard about what you could very well be jeopardizing if you basically do. Tell me more about this King of Wands. We got the Justice card, we got the Queen of Swords, and then we also have the Queen of Wands. This person's trying to get you to sin. That's the best way I could describe them. They're just trying to get you to sin. They're just trying to get you to basically betray this person you currently find yourself romantically involved with. Virgo, we do live in a spiritual world. FYI, we do live in a spiritual world. This person does have the devil attached to them. So just, keep that in mind. I think that, right now, you're definitely being tested, basically. It's like the best way that I could describe it is that I'm seeing here. You're basically being tested. And the fact that this person has the devil wrapped up in their energy, that's kind of telling me that this person is, and they may not be consciously aware of this, so keep that in mind. We live in a spiritual world. The devil does basically use, people, for whatever it is that he essentially wants to use people for. And in this case, it kind of looks like the devil's basically using this person to walk up in your life and trying to essentially get you to betray the person that you currently find yourself romantically involved with. Because if you're able to betray the person that you're currently romantically involved with or currently working towards a relationship with, the likelihood of your relationship with this other individual, falling apart or coming to an end could potentially happen. And that's exactly what the devil basically wants, because the devil doesn't like to see unity between two people. You're just being tested right now, is basically what I'm getting. But this person is trying to tempt you. They're trying to tempt you, into betraying this person and or deceiving this person. They are. They basically are, I think that the devil knows exactly what it is that you lack within your relationship with this person, hence why they're sending this one in, who just so happens to have exactly what it is that you're lacking within your relationship with this person. If that makes absolutely any sense, but you're just being tested, Virgo. It's like the best way that I could describe what I'm seeing here. Okay, how does this person currently feel? All right, so we do have the Queen of Cups. We got the Six of Cups. We also have the Ace of Swords. And then we also have the Ten of Swords. This person that you currently find yourself romantically involved with, this is somebody who does come off to me as somebody who does definitely trust you a lot. They come off to me as somebody who feels like you would never do anything to like betray them or deceive them and or hurt them. The fact that this energy is even showing up within this person's energy is very, very interesting to me. It's as if this person finds themselves essentially feeling like you could be potentially up to no good. But I think that what's really stopping this person to even dive down that rabbit hole has a lot to do with them kind of like telling themselves like, no, Virgo will never betray me. Virgo will never deceive me. Virgo loves me. They care about me. Like they would never do that to me. They would never do that to me. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords to the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something's going on within this dynamic between the two of you that's leading this person to think, believe, as well as feel like you could be potentially up to no good. But what's stopping them, like I said, from going down that rabbit hole has a lot to do with them telling themselves, no, like Virgo loves me, they care about me, they will never betray me, they will never basically deceive me. I don't know if you're acting funny or different, I don't know, but something's causing this person to think like, damn, like, is Virgo up to no good? Nah. like, there's no way, because they love me, they care about me, they will never betray me, they will never deceive me. And then, you know, they just kind of brush it off. What actions will Virgo take towards this person or moving forward? Yeah, you're just basically being tempted, Virgo, is like the best way I can describe what it is I'm seeing here by this King of Wands that was basically sent into your life by basically the devil. Let's just be honest, okay? Let's be honest. I don't think this person cares that you're married. I don't think this person cares that you're in a relationship. This person just doesn't care. Okay, they don't care. Okay, they don't care. Hence why this person is going to be tempting you and trying to essentially influence you to betray this person that you currently find yourself romantically involved with. Again, we live in a spiritual world. You know, the devil does essentially, you know, use people. And in this case, it kind of looks like this person's just being used, you know, by the devil to walk up in your life and try to get you to basically betray the person that you currently find yourself romantically involved with. And from the looks of it, with this, I'm being honest and transparent here. From the looks of it, Virgo, with the Sun to the Magician coming out here, this opportunity that's presenting itself to you, it feels very, very tempting. With the Eight of Swords, I see you trying your hardest to kind of like hold back and not give into what they're trying to essentially sell you here, Virgo. But are you feeling very, very tempted to do so? Yeah, absolutely. What actions will this person take towards Virgo or moving forward? We have the High Priestess, we do have the Hangman, and then we also have the 10 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Chariot. Okay, we have the Chariot to the Tower, and then we also have the 6 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 10 of Swords. Going back to what I originally said, you know, because something's leading this person to think and believe something's up, like you're up to no good. And I think that it has a lot to do with your routine. I think that it has a lot to do with you acting funny. I think that it has a lot to do with you acting different. You're doing something that's causing you to act out of character or break your routine. And it has a lot to do with this human being over here to the left of me, okay? I think that once this person starts to find themselves essentially feeling like, yo, like something's up or whatever, I think that this person's going to start to ask questions like, yo, are you good? Are we good? Like, is there something you need to tell me, Virgo? You know, things like that. What's going to end up happening between Virgo and this King of Wands? Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands that fell to the ground. We got the Wheel of Fortune to the 2 of not the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. Let me grab the 6 of Wands 1 second. Okay, Virgo, we're back. I'm gonna be very honest and transparent here with what it is that I'm seeing here, Virgo, as far as your relationship to this King of Wands is concerned, okay? I don't see you crossing any sort of inappropriate lines, although that is something that this person definitely wants you to basically do. How do I explain what you're doing here, Virgo? Even though you're not crossing any sort of inappropriate lines, I would say, with this this King of Wands, although yes, like I said, that's something that this person definitely wants you to do. I don't see you shutting all of this down. In other words, like I don't see you shutting all this down as far as like this dynamic or this, let's just call it like a friendship, because I feel like that's what it is right now anyways. I don't see you shutting this friendship down. Like I think that you already know like what this person wants from you, and instead of you just cutting it right there, considering the fact that you're married or in a relationship with someone or working towards a relationship with someone, it's like you rather keep this person around because of the way that they basically make you feel. They make you feel seen, they make you feel desired, they make you feel basically wanted. Something that maybe this person over here doesn't necessarily make you feel, because again, they're bringing something into your life that your significant other isn't bringing into your life currently at the moment. Maybe they did once upon a time, but they don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? The fact that you guys are showing up as a King and the Queen of Pentacles, as far as a person that you're married to, in a relationship with, or building towards a relationship with, I mean, the King to the Queen of Pentacles, you know, at times their relationship can get very, very boring, very like, you know, routine. At times it's not so fun or exciting or full of thrill, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I do feel like that's what this person does basically bring into your life, is thrill, excitement. I think that this relationship gives you the only adrenaline rush. It's not a romantic relationship that you share with this person. To me, it's more so like a friendship. Is basically what I'm basically getting between, you and this person. But see, it's like that for now, Virgo. I'm gonna say that because that's just basically what I'm gathering right now. Your relationship with this person, you may have not you may have not crossed any sort of inappropriate lines or anything like that with this person, but that's a for now type of thing. Is basically what I'm getting, because there's a huge possibility that it could escalate to that point. It could definitely escalate to that point. It could, because that's what they're going to push for every single time, Virgo. And you might be like, no, 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 I'm married, I'm in a relationship, but you're still going to keep them around either which way, and there could come a point in time where you do, break and cross that line. There could come a point in time. You might be holding, your ground for right now, but I mean, if you continue to involve yourself with this individual, yeah, I feel like there's going to come a point in time where it might get to that point between the two of you. Absolutely. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Sun to the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think that yeah, this to me kind of feels like you're trying to like justify to yourself why it's okay to continue to keep this person in your life and not sever ties with this person. And I'm just being honest with you, Virgo. I think that if the roles were reversed and your significant other had someone like this in their life that was constantly trying to tempt them, to betray you, to basically deceive you, I don't think that you would personally like it. But Virgo, Three of Cups, Four of Swords with the Sun, this is like the epitome of you trying to justify to yourself why it is okay for you to continue to keep this person in your life, even knowing everything that you know. Because this person is, I mean, let's just be real. They're showing up as a King of Wands, Knight of Wands like energy. Like, this is not that type of person that's going to sit here and hold back when it comes down to you and what they want with you. Like, they're going to express it. They're going to let it be known. And on top of that, they're going to make it very crystal clear to you that they don't care that you're married. They don't care that you're in a relationship. They don't care. That's not their problem. That's your problem, Virgo, that you're married and you're in a relationship. Like, ain't nothing holding them back from you and what they want with you. You know what I mean? So even your whole thing is, but I haven't done anything with this person, you know what I mean? So then there's that. Yeah, right now, you know what I mean? But I feel like if you continue to keep this person around, it's going to get to that point. And like I said, we live in a spiritual world, Virgo, you know what I mean? And the devil likes to use people. This person has a devil attached to their energy, and they're walking into your life, and you just so happen to be one with another person. And the one thing the devil absolutely hates is unity between two people. His main mission and goal is to try to break up marriages and relationships. And the fact that this person is walking into your life, okay, trying to tempt you, trying to get you to betray and deceive this person that you're currently romantically involved with, is because I think the devil knows that this person has what it takes to get you to basically break and deceive this person that you're with. So do what you want with your life. I get the whole, but we're just friends and everything's cool and I didn't do anything. It's like, I get that, but let's just be real. If the roles were reversed and they were doing this, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it, Virgo. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. But I think that because you're not having to deal with that on their end, it doesn't really you don't really put too much thought into it. But I don't know, Virgo. I'm not going to sit here and say that you've ever betrayed this person that you're with or deceived this person that you're with, because I'm not getting that you have. As of right now, I'm not. But I think that things are just going to build and build and build and intensify between you and this person. And yeah, there's a huge possibility that you might. There's a huge possibility that you might. And there's like a good 75% chance that you basically might, end up crossing that line at some point with this person. It might take, a few weeks. It might take a few months. Hell, it might take a year before you get to that point. Point is that the devil's sending this person to your life for a reason, and it's because the devil knows that they could get the damn job done. Mind you, keep this in mind, okay? This individual that's pining after you, this individual that has the hots, for you, they don't come off to me as somebody who's trying to build and establish a life with you, Virgo. I could be wrong. Let me see. Let me see. Because when I looked at this person, I wasn't really getting that. What is this person's intentions towards Virgo? Let's just see. Fuck it. Let's just entertain this. Let's just entertain this, shall we? We have the World to the four. Oh, God. Here's what I will. All right. Well, here's what I will say, Virgo. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you do cross that line. You end up losing your marriage with this person, your relationship with this person, because they end up finding out. Hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically speaking. Okay. Is there a possibility that the two of you might pursue a relationship with one another? Sure. But I don't necessarily feel like you would ever find yourself feeling entirely safe or secure with this person. Is basically what I'm gathering. And it has a lot to do with the fact that, for one, you're a Virgo. You guys study the hell out of people. So, for example, the fact that this person knew that you were married, knew that you were in a relationship, and they did not give a flying, is going to cause you to think, well, damn, like, if they would do that with me, they'll do that with anybody. Which is in a way true. Yes, you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to cause you to not feel safe and secure with them. Because if they could mess with you being married, being in a relationship with no freaking care in the world, Virgo, it's going to cause you at some point in time, if you were to pursue a life with this person, yeah, it's going to cause you to think like, damn, like, if they didn't care that I was married in a relationship, what makes me think they're going to, care about somebody else being married in a relationship? What if they try to pursue someone else who's also married or in a relationship too, if they didn't, have respect for, my marriage or my relationship with said person, who's to say that they're going to respect our relationship or our marriage? And these are things to legit, yeah, these are things that you should, yeah, very well be worried and concerned about. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, Virgo, is it possible that the two of you will go off and build a life with one another? Yeah, but the thing is that you're going to find yourself not feeling safe and secure, with this person. You're going to find yourself worrying yourself to death. You're going to find yourself constantly thinking, well, damn, if they'll do that with me, they'll do that with anybody, which is very, very true, because they're showing you their true color. They're already showing you their true colors and what they're capable of. And once you see that, you can't unsee that. You can't undo that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're going to find yourself feeling like you lost someone that you felt very safe and secure with, that you could trust, for someone that you probably can't, you know what I mean? Because they're showing you what they're capable of, and Virgos peep everything, Virgos study the hell out of people. So is it really worth it? You know what I mean? Is it really, really worth it? And that's what you kind of have to ask yourself. Is it really, really worth it? Or is it not worth it, Do you know what I mean? All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.